Now, I created, or I should say I tried to create, a couple of review videos for Battlefield 2042, and I just could not actually get to, just sending it out because I was just angry with the game. And I wasn't like just angry, like upset. I was more like the worst parent thing is I was disappointed in Battlefield 2042. We did play it a lot and we had some fun in some spots, but this morning I found that EA has sent out this tweet detailing some of the information that they are going to work on. Now, this is 6 months later. We are well past, let's go ahead and update the game a little bit. Every other Battlefield has had problems with it, and usually within the first 6 months, they have already fixed a lot of these issues. Now, here's some of the problems that I'm having with this, and that is this. Here's what I'm going to read, word for word what they have posted here. It says, "You've waited patiently to hear from us on what we're going to address with the issues with Battlefield 2042 that you have told us about, and the direction you can expect to see us take in the months ahead." Okay, starting out, all right, not bad, except for the whole, there's no there hasn't been barely any communication until now. Now, we're going on to the next part here where it says, "We're taking action on multiple fronts to address feedback and implement extensive fixes to the game, key features that are important to you, and getting team play where it needs to be. After the release of an update in early March, which will include improvements to scoreboards, subsequent updates, and prioritize work that will include..." So 6 months later, they're saying improve scoreboards. There is no scoreboard, and that is a big problem in a first-person shooter. You should have a scoreboard, and they had a massive fail not long ago. I think it was last weekend, where they were trying to promote Battlefield 2042, and they were keeping score between these high-profile, streamers, and they couldn't keep score, like who was getting the highest, most kills. But no one could actually tell who was actually getting the highest score because there's no scoreboard. And viewers quickly pointed that out. Anyway, let's continue here. Voice communication, voice over IP, and player profile. Yeah, that should have been almost like day one. If not, I can get that if something happened, put it in a week or two later. But it's 6 months later, way late to be adding, voice, which I don't like using most of the time because no one hardly ever will sit there and chat with you in Battlefield anyway. So that's not a big deal. And most of the time when you do have someone in voice, they're just trolling and it's nothing you want to hear. Anyway, let's go on to the next. A tighter squad loop, including a refined ping system. Okay. Feedback-based improvements to gunplay. And that was way overdue. I mean, the community has been trying to communicate with them for all this time, telling them about these things, and that's why I felt like it was useless to even put out a review of the game at the time, because no one was listening, including EA, obviously. If you look through their Twitter feed, people have been, begging for all these things. You look into their forums feed, there's all this stuff that people have been asking for, and they just have no communication back. Let's see, improved reward loop, expanded tools, modes, and tweaks to player experience gains in Battlefield Portal. And Battlefield Portal is kind of like the one thing that's actually decent in Battlefield 2042, and that it definitely shouldn't be, because that was kind of like the side thing for Battlefield, and it turned out to be the main thing that actually worked. They continue on with saying, with a focus on improving these core elements of the game, we've made the big decision to move Season 1 to early summer. When Season 1 arrives early summer, it will mark the start of the year where we'll deliver 4 seasons, 4 new specialists, and new locations, along with more new content. For all you who purchased the 1-year pass as part of the Gold and Ultimate Editions, we know this content is coming later than expected, so we're giving you all an exclusive bundle. containing a specialist skin, weapon, and vehicle skins, and melee weapon and player card to be delivered in the next update. That is not what they want for their year. They wanted their year content. They wanted the pass that you sold them. That is a year later, so they're basically saying you'll have to buy another, pass for another year after this. But they're going to give you a specialist skin and a weapon and some vehicle skins just to make up for that. No, that's just not how this works. You know, those people, anybody that has bought the 1 year season pass should get it set to a 2 year season pass. If that is their take, is that they're not going to be able to get their actual season 1 stuff out till a year later. So they continue on here with, we're also planning on improving player feedback process with all of you as we begin working on new changes, including map design. We'll be sharing our efforts with you, knowing that your feedback on the progress is critical. We are committed to and focused on ensuring Battlefield 2042 lives up to our ambitions and your expectations. It's a task we're dedicated to accomplishing. So at least they're admitting that there was a problem and that they were not communicating with anybody at this time. But really, I mean, they should have been doing this from the beginning, from the start, and like really taking in player feedback, because it's just gone too far and a lot of people are dropping, Battlefield 2042. Their numbers have really dropped, like drastically dropped, and people are going to what they like, Battlefield 5, Battlefield 1. They're going to other games, older games, instead of playing, this, trash fire. So it's just really bad, and I do feel really bad for anybody that has gotten the 1 year pass. Raven 420 and I ended up buying the Call of Duty pass, and there's so many things wrong with that one that upset us, but they're starting to get it back a little bit. At least with Call of Duty, they did have some communication with the community and tried to resolve a few things, but not really, so don't quote me on that. But anyway, that is that's EA's response on this. Tell me what you think in the comments below. What's your opinions on this? Are you going to play Battlefield 2042 after they push out these updates, or are you completely done with Battlefield? Are you playing another game? Are you playing Battlefield 5 or Battlefield 1 or any others instead? Anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching this video. Make sure you hit that like button and definitely subscribe if you're new to the channel. You all take care and happy gaming.